In the shadowed hills of West Virginia, legend was born known that would grip the imagination of a nation and ripple through the annals of paranormal history. This is the story of the Mothman, a creature of myth and mystery, whose eerie appearances foretold disaster and ignited a wave of panic that transformed a quiet town into a crucible of fear and fascination. The year was 1966, a time when America was caught between the optimism of the space race and the anxieties of the Cold War. In the small town of Point Pleasant, nestled along the banks of the Ohio River, life was simple and predictable. But that calm was shattered one November night when two young couples reported a terrifying encounter on a deserted stretch of road near an abandoned World War II munitions plant known as the TNT area. The witnesses described a creature unlike anything they had ever seen, standing over 7 feet tall, with glowing red eyes that pierced the darkness and enormous wings that rustled like dry leaves in the wind. Its body was covered in dark, moth-like feathers, and it moved with an unnatural grace that defied explanation. The creature seemed to watch them with an intelligence that was both alien and menacing before it took flight and vanished into the night. News of the sighting spread quickly, igniting a firestorm of curiosity and fear. Over the following months, dozens of residents reported similar encounters with the Mothman. Sightings were often accompanied by strange phenomenon-explained lights in the sky, eerie sounds echoing through the hills, and a pervasive sense of dread that settled over the town like a thick fog. The local newspapers dubbed the creature the Mothman, and soon, Point Pleasant became a magnet for thrill seekers, journalists, and paranormal investigators. But the story of the Mothman was more than just a series of eerie sightings. It was a narrative woven with threads of prophecy and tragedy, a tale that would culminate in one of the most devastating disasters in West Virginia's history. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that bring history's greatest mysteries to life. As the sightings continued, a man named John Keel arrived in Point Pleasant. A seasoned journalist and author with a penchant for the paranormal, Keel was drawn to the Mothman story, like a moth to a flame. He began to investigate, interviewing witnesses, collecting reports, and piecing together a puzzle that seemed to defy logic. Keel's research led him to uncover a pattern. The Mothman appeared as a harbinger of doom, a spectral warning before catastrophe struck. His investigations culminated in the publication of The Mothman Prophecies, a book that would become a cult classic and inspire a major motion picture. But the true horror lay not in the pages of a book, but in the real-life tragedy that followed. On December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge, a vital link connecting Point Pleasant to Ohio, collapsed during rush-hour traffic. The disaster claimed 46 lives and left the community reeling. In the aftermath, many residents recalled seeing the Mothman in the days leading up to the collapse, fueling speculation that the creature was a supernatural omen, a warning from beyond. The Silver Bridge disaster transformed the Mothman from a local curiosity into a symbol of mystery and fear. The town was gripped by panic, and the legend grew with each retelling. Some believed the Mothman was a creature from another dimension, a guardian spirit, or even an alien observer. Others saw it as a manifestation of collective anxiety, a psychological response to the uncertainties of the era. What made the Mothman story so compelling was not just the creature itself, but the way it intertwined with human emotion and history. The vivid descriptions of the Mothman's glowing eyes and silent wings created a cinematic tableau that haunted the imagination. The narrative was driven by real people witnesses whose lives were forever changed by their encounters. A journalist whose quest for truth blurred the lines between fact and fiction, and a community grappling with grief and fear. The pacing of the story was masterful, building tension with each sighting, each strange event until the inevitable climax of the Silver Bridge collapse. The emotional resonance was palpable loss, fear, hope, and the desperate search for meaning in the face of tragedy. Yet, the Mothman legend did not end with the disaster. Over the decades, the creature has become a cultural icon, inspiring festivals, museums, and countless theories. Some researchers have proposed scientific explanations, misidentified birds, mass hysteria, or psychological phenomena. Others delve into the paranormal, suggesting the Mothman is a time traveler, a cryptid, or a supernatural sentinel. The story twists and turns through layers of folklore, eyewitness testimony, and historical fact, leaving audiences dazed and intrigued. It challenges our understanding of reality and invites us to explore the unknown corners of history and human experience. For history enthusiasts, the Mothman saga is a rich tapestry that connects local legend with broader themes, technology and infrastructure, Cold War anxieties, and the human need to find patterns and meaning in chaos. For mystery and true crime fans, it offers a gripping narrative of suspense and tragedy. For students and academics, it presents a case study in folklore, psychology, and cultural history. The Mothman Prophecies and Panic is more than a ghost story. It is a mirror, reflecting the fears and hopes of a community and a nation. It is a reminder that history is not just dates and events, but the stories we tell and the mysteries we seek to unravel. As the night falls over Point Pleasant and the wind rustles through the trees, the legend of the Mothman endures an enigmatic figure perched on the edge of reality, watching, waiting, and whispering secrets from the shadows. If you want to explore more stories like this, dive deeper into the mysteries of history and uncover the secrets that time has hidden, make sure to subscribe and join us on this journey through the unknown. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep the mystery alive.